was debating whether to do another show or not, and then I was making dinner today and lunch today, and so excited by what I made. I said, this is why I'm making this. This is why I have to share with you. That's Jack, who's excited by it as well, apparently. Looking outside to the sun on a beautiful day. Hi, Jack. And why am I calling you in? Well, bringing it up mainly because I was making lunch today and had to share it with you. I stopped at the co-op the other day, and they had fiddlehead ferns in for the spring. A very short-lived little opportunity, opening into spring. Ferns, a whole different category of plants, a whole different category of the floral world that we don't, not flora, that don't flower, non-flowering plants that predate trees, predate most of the fruits that we eat. These little ferns here are edible for a few weeks during the year. Before they open up, they can be quite delicious. They also had in the co-op, they had some ramps. You'll see here, this is a wild leek that's got a really interesting woody flavor. And then I said, well, it's been raining a few days, let's get some really nice mushrooms. So I have some oyster mushrooms that I've kind of put together. Boiled the ferns for a few minutes. There's some concerns about the ferns. I'm a little nervous about them. I don't know, they said something they cause cancer and gastric problems. I'll let you know. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Don't be scared to try them. They won't hurt you, I promise. Well, we'll see. Let's give it a try. So what's the flavor like? Something like asparagus. I think I read somewhere, and I think it's very accurate, it's asparagus crossed with an artichoke. Really much easier to make than artichokes though. Much more delicious than artichokes. So if you like artichokes, try fiddlehead ferns. Let's try it with the mushroom and the ram. Woodsy. There's a little bit of cream I put in the sauce. It needs a little bit more pepper, I think. This is the taste of, I think, the forest floor in spring, without a lot of decomposition. Maybe a fresher version of what you hope this forest floor would taste like. I also want you to try a wine that I'm considering for a restaurant that I work at, Fiddlehead Steakhouse. This is a really interesting wine. This is the LV Wine Classico. Tempranillo and Merlot from Ribera del Jucar, south of France, south of La Mancha. A new region. They just kind of established on the south end of La Mancha, south of Valencia, a little inland from the sea. Ribera del Jucar, and they grow a lot of Tempranillo in Spain. I wanted to really give this wine a fair shot. When I first tried this wine, I really liked it, but it was intense. It was funky. I mean, funky. This wine, when we opened it up, I thought there was some sweaty, someone opened up their gym bag. There's some sweaty socks going on in the room, and it smelled a little bit like, I think my description was, we're going into the barn, there's some really nice fresh manure, and we're opening up this manure and finding a bag of smelly gym socks. Jessica just read Rakawa over the Suzuton, didn't blink when I said that, or if she did, it was too subtle. So, to Jessica, thank you very much for for humoring my insane little analogies and trying to help me to put it in more polite terms, finding sage and turkey in here. But let's see what we're finding today. This is musty sour fruits going on in here. Yeah, the funk is really, I think this is going to be a great pairing with the wine that is coming up with the dish. Immediately this wine came to mind. Okay, so there's some nice woodsiness in this wine. And it could be that I'm already tasting it because I've had the woodsy flavors from the ramps and from the mushrooms. But radishes, lots of radishes on the tongue. Some really sour cherry. I don't mean to say that it's really, really sour, but these cherries are extra sour. They're kind of pushing the edge. They're almost like starting to go. Like you might eat these right now. Fine tannins that kind of grab the tongue lightly throughout. The gaminess has kind of now been converted into a little bit of meatiness. Good umami in this wine. This wine's very interesting. Personally, I think it's interesting. It's something you should try, especially this is a kosher wine. So for all of you people who keep kosher or are regularly drinking kosher wines, this is something to try out on the table. And I think the other wines from Lovely Wines are also very worthwhile to try. It's something different. It's something to expand out your palate a little bit, educate your palate, and if you like this wine and think you want to drink this all the time, great.